In this video, we will learn how to use the finance and accounting modules in Enerpize. To sign up and use Enerpize for free, scan the following QR code or register using the link below the video. Let's begin by navigating to Settings, then selecting Apps Manager. Under the Accounting Management section, make sure that Finance, Chart of Accounts, and Journal Accounting are activated. Once you have enabled these applications, click Save. Now, let's navigate to the Finance module and begin with Expenses. From the Expenses page, you can record and manage all your business expenses. To add a new expense, click New Expense and enter the expense amount. You can also add a description to provide more information about the expense. The system will automatically generate an expense code, but you can change it manually if needed. Next, select the expense date. You can also upload a scanned copy, receipt, or supporting document related to the expense if available. You may then select the relevant vendor and assign the expense to an appropriate category. You will also need to select the treasury or bank account from which the amount will be deducted. We will explain treasuries and bank accounts in more detail shortly. The system will automatically generate the corresponding journal entry for this transaction. You can also assign a supplier and apply the relevant tax if required. Once all the information has been entered, click Save. After saving the expense, you will be able to review all the information you entered, including the expense code, date, description, amount, and selected treasury. You can also view the expense voucher. The voucher can be sent by email, printed, or downloaded as a PDF file. When you return to the expenses page, you will see a list of all previously created expenses, including the expense we have just added. Enerpize also allows you to import multiple expenses at once. This is especially useful when you need to upload your daily expenses in bulk. The importing process is very simple. First, download the sample import file provided by the system. In this example, I have already prepared the sample file and entered the date, amount, currency, category, description, and treasury for each expense. Each column in the file corresponds to a specific field in Enerpize. Once the file is ready, upload it to the system. Select the appropriate delimiter, which in this example is comma separated. In the next step, match every column in the uploaded file with its corresponding field in Enerpize. For example, the date column should be matched with the date field. After confirming that all fields have been matched correctly, click Import. The expenses will then be imported successfully into the system. When you return to the expenses page, you will be able to see the imported expenses along with their codes, dates, descriptions, and amounts. The expense importing process will be explained in greater detail in a dedicated video. The income feature works in a similar way to expenses. However, income transactions represent money received by the business, while expense transactions represent money paid or deducted from the business. Now, let's move to treasuries and bank accounts. From this page, you can create and manage the treasuries and bank accounts used by your business. To create a new treasury, click Add Treasury. Enter the treasury name and add a description if necessary. Set the treasury status to active, then configure the permissions for deposits and withdrawals. Once you have completed the required information, save the treasury. The treasury or bank account will then be added successfully, and you will be able to review its current balance and related financial information. You can also view the system transactions, transfers, deposits, withdrawals, and other activities associated with the treasury or bank account. From the Finance Settings page, you can manage expense categories, income categories, general income and expense settings, and the default treasuries assigned to employees. These settings will also be covered in more detail in a dedicated video. Now, let's navigate to the Accounting module and begin with journal entries. As we mentioned earlier, Enerpize includes a complete accounting system. Every financial transaction recorded in the system automatically generates its corresponding journal entry. For example, after recording the previous expenses, the system automatically created journal entries for those transactions. From the Journal Entries page, you can review all automatically generated entries. You can also create a new journal entry manually by clicking the Add button. Enerpize also allows you to import journal entries in bulk. The journal entry importing process will be explained in another dedicated video. Next, let's open the Chart of Accounts. The Chart of Accounts page displays the main accounts used in your accounting system, including assets, liabilities, owner's equity, revenue, and expenses. For example, Assets is a main account that contains different sub-accounts. Under Current Assets, you may find accounts such as cash, bank accounts, inventory, and accounts receivable. You can also create additional accounts based on your company's accounting structure. To create a new account, click Add New Account. The account can be created as either a main account or a sub-account. In this example, we will create a sub-account. Enerpize automatically generates an account code, but you can change the code manually if necessary. Enter the account name and select the appropriate parent account. In this example, the new account will be created under Current Assets. You can also specify whether the account has a debit or credit nature. Once the account has been saved, it will appear in the chart of accounts. It can then be assigned to other accounts, transactions, or entities throughout the system. The complete chart of accounts setup will be explained in more detail in a dedicated video. Now let's move to Assets. From the Assets page, you can add and manage all the fixed assets owned by your business. In this example, I have already added an equipment asset. When you open the asset, you can review all its information, related transactions, and depreciation records. Enerpize supports several methods for calculating asset depreciation. In this example, the selected depreciation method is the straight line method. Based on the information entered for the asset, the system will automatically calculate its depreciation according to the selected method. You can review the complete depreciation schedule and modify the asset information whenever necessary. Asset management and depreciation calculations will also be explained in more detail in a dedicated video. Now, let's navigate to Accounting Settings. From the Accounting Settings page, you can configure the general settings of the accounting system. You can also manage financial periods by defining the start and end dates of each accounting period. After an accounting period has been finalized, you can move it to closed periods. Closing a period prevents users from editing existing transactions or adding new transactions within that period. The Accounting Settings page also includes options for account configuration, journal custom fields, and asset custom fields. The asset custom fields are connected to the Assets page and allow you to record additional information based on your business requirements. You can also manage physical locations and storage locations from the accounting settings. Now let's move to Reports and open Accounting Reports. Enerpize provides a wide range of accounting and financial reports that help you monitor your company's financial performance. These reports include tax reports, tax declarations, income statements, balance sheets, profit and loss reports, financial transaction reports, cash flow reports, asset reports, and journal reports. The available journal and accounting reports include the trial balance details, trial net reports, general ledger, cost center reports, journal reports, and the chart of accounts directory. Let's take the income statement as an example. The income statement displays the company's total income and expenses, as well as the resulting net income. You can select a specific date range to review the financial results for a particular period. You can also customize the report by selecting specific accounts, amounts, or account levels that you would like to display. From the Accounting Reports page, you can also access segmented expense reports, periodic expense reports, segmented income reports, and periodic income reports. These reports allow you to analyze your financial information in detail. For example, you can review your expenses on a daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly basis. You can also review income reports for different periods, such as monthly or yearly income, depending on your reporting requirements. That is all for this video. In the next video, we will explain the Human Resources Management module. And don't forget to sign up and use Enerpize for free by scanning the QR code or registering using the link below the video. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.